She didn't flinch when she said it. "I'm moving in with Mark, for financial reasons." Her voice was steady, almost rehearsed, like she'd practiced the line in the mirror. My wife, my partner of 11 years, stood in the doorway with her suitcase half-zipped, waiting for my explosion. Instead, I just said, "That works out perfectly." Her eyes flickered. Confusion, a crack in the mask. She wasn't expecting calm. I turned back to my glass of whiskey and let silence stretch between us. I met her on a rainy night 15 years ago. She was broke, juggling 2 jobs, smiling through exhaustion. I admired that fight in her, the way she laughed at her own hardships, the way she dreamed. I swore I'd build her a life where she'd never feel small again. And for years, I did. I worked hours that carved grooves in my face, paid off her debts, bought her the house she wanted, the car she pointed at, the vacations she posted about. She called me her anchor, her safe place. Now she was standing here, throwing it all away for her boss, a man whose name I had learned to hate in silence long before she confessed. The signs came slowly, like a faucet drip you try to ignore. Late nights at work, smiles at her phone, a perfume I didn't buy lingering when she slipped into bed past midnight. Then, one morning, her phone lit up on the counter while she showered. I didn't touch it. I didn't need to. The preview of his message told me everything. "Can't wait for you to be mine completely." My chest didn't cave. My hands didn't shake. Instead, something inside me crystallized. I wasn't going to beg. I wasn't going to rage. I was going to dismantle her. Planning became oxygen. Every move calculated, every detail measured. Step 1, I called my lawyer. We restructured the assets in my name, quietly, legally. The business, the accounts, the property lines. She never noticed. She was too busy sneaking around, thinking she was the clever one. Step 2, I gathered evidence. Screenshots, receipts, GPS logs from her car. Not to confront her, not yet, but to prepare the knife I'd one day twist. Step 3, I waited. Patience became my sharpest weapon. And finally, tonight, she gave me the opening. Financial reasons. She wanted me to believe she was leaving to save us both money. As if betrayal could be justified with balance sheets. Later that night, when the house was dark and her suitcase was by the door, I asked her to sit. She looked annoyed, but she sat. Maybe she thought I'd beg her to stay. I poured her a drink. Then I slid a folder across the table. Her face drained as she opened it. Every page was a mirror of her lies. Photos, messages, hotel receipts. Proof stacked neatly like bullets in a chamber. She tried to speak, but I cut her off. "I know everything. I've known for months." Her lips trembled. "Then why?" "Because timing is everything," I said. "And now it's perfect." I told her calmly, like I was reading the weather. "The house isn't yours. Neither is the car, or the savings account. You'll leave here with what you came with. Nothing." Her hands shook as she gripped the folder. "You can't do that. I gave you." I leaned forward. My voice dropped to a whisper sharp enough to cut. "You gave me betrayal. I gave you everything else. And now you're giving me freedom." Tears filled her eyes, but I didn't stop. "Mark can have you, but he can also have your debts, your spending habits, your chaos. I hope his financial reasons are stronger than yours." She broke then. The suitcase zipped shut with trembling fingers, tears streaking her face. "I never meant to hurt you," she whispered. I laughed once, bitter and cold. "You didn't hurt me. You freed me." When she walked out that door dragging her suitcase like a corpse, I didn't follow. I didn't watch. I just poured another drink and listened to the silence. People imagine revenge as fire, loud, explosive, messy. Mine was ice, precise, unforgiving, beautiful in its stillness. I didn't scream. I didn't destroy. I simply stepped aside and let her destroy herself with the truth I laid bare. And as the night stretched on, I realized something. I wasn't angry anymore. I was untouchable. That was the last night she ever lived under my roof. The woman who once said I was her anchor now floats adrift, tethered to a man who thought he won. But Mark didn't see the fine print. The woman he pulled into his arms was already broken, stripped of everything she used to lean on. Me? I don't feel broken. I feel clean. And when I look back, I'll remember her words. For financial reasons. Yes, financial reasons indeed. Because nothing costs more than betrayal, and nothing profits more than freedom.